So what you're saying is that if I find the market first, I can develop the product. And with the right marketing, aka Nick, I can
sell anything. But it's a genuine sell. It's like, it's a win. When you sell something, it's a win-win-win for everybody. You can't, like, I don't know, when you know, Tony and I have these conversations with people, it's like, well, what do you want? What are your expectations? What do you want out of something? We'll find it, we'll build it, we'll do whatever. But then those conversations start, like we had a conversation today with somebody and he was like, yeah, I want to live down there, I want to move down there. Well, that becomes a different conversation because, well, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a wife, they might want a big closet. But if you're in Tulum on vacation, you don't need a big closet because you're only here for a couple of days. You have a suitcase and you can spend that money to put a big, nice pool out the back. Then he was like, yeah. And then he said, well, what if I just built something with a lock off that we can have someone else stay there while I live there for a little bit of time and go back and forth to work? Well, that's a different conversation. So what he thought that he wanted was completely different of what he talked himself into without us just asking, with just us asking the right questions. And he was like, oh yeah, so maybe I shouldn't buy the house that I want to live in first. I should buy the house that I want to build ROI. I can live there when I want to, make the ROI, let that pay for that. And he was like, I never even thought of that. And it's like, we never even sold you. You just sold yourself. You just answered your own questions and you talked yourself into it. So now we have a guideline to go of where we want to, what we should look for, what we should build or whatever. Because at that point, then, you know, that's on you. So then we'll set the right expectations and we'll say, like, you know, it'll generate this much ROI, 8 to 9, 10% ROI annually. You get in. There's other like things involved, but you know, that's how it works. Whereas, and I reached out to him because he found me on my YouTube channel. And so he was like, I called him yesterday, yo, I haven't heard from you in a minute. Like, where are you? Like, what's up? Do you still want to talk? Do you want me to reach out to you? Like, let me know. And he's like, he was kind of standoffish. We got to talking, and I'm like, well, look, this is the way that me and Tony work because I could sit here, I could send you 500 listings right now and let you figure it out. But I'm not interested in the commission off of you because the other agents are going to sell you something, and when they sell you something, they're just looking for that commission, so they're just going to send you and just diarrhea of the email and just send you all these things for you to look at, and it's overwhelming. Set up a meeting with me and I'll discuss this. So what he's been looking for the past 2 weeks while he's in Cancun, all these agents are just sending him stuff because that's what he said. I want a 2-bedroom house for me to live in and I want an ROI over here. And he's like, whoa, this is way too much. Then we just have a simple conversation. Okay, well, what's the time frame of when you think you're gonna sell your house in the United States and be able to get that cash to invest here? Because if I send you 500 listings right now, Tulum goes quick. It's like New York, Miami, Chicago, you know, whatever. By the time that you're ready, it could already be sold. So if I send you something that's ready in 2 months, but you're not gonna sell your house until 7 months from now, why are we talking? So let's back it up, and go from there. And then now you just gave us the, like, what you want and the like timeline of when we can start working for you, and we'll help you. And then he, at the end of the conversation, he was like, yeah, that makes sense.
It does.
And I'm like, yeah, well, that's why I told you I'm not gonna and I told him straight up, I'm not gonna send you anything until we have a discussion. Because one, I'm not gonna waste my time or your time. And when we, like, look, me and you, bro, we're boys, and me and you invested here, and look, here we are with all these people that are like just chilling. Whereas if most of the time, someone that's doing real estate agent, whatever, it's just, okay, sold, gone, on the next one. But with us, it's not like that, bro.
That's the cool thing about it. I noticed that right away.
It's a family.
Literally everybody who invests is like, we find out they're doing something like super cool that nobody else does, or they're really good at, And even if there are other people that do it, they're just very unique in the way they do it. You know what I mean? And it just seems to be like that this guy Tony is the source. Like he's in the middle of it all. Like everybody just keeps gravitating to him, and then we all get to benefit from getting to know each other, from being friends and hanging out. You feel me? But it's like what you said. That's like going to the supermarket with no fucking bread. That makes no sense. Like no pun intended. Like I meant money. That's like going to the supermarket with no money. You know what I mean? Like you can't fucking do that.
Like you going there to steal.
You feel me? Get a little real quick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. And so actually, when I posted the closing on my IG, a lot of people hit me up like, "Yo, what's up? Like I'm down. I want to do that." I'm like, "Okay, well you need to get 30% of whatever your budget is." And they're like, "Oh, like that's what it costs." I'm like, "Yeah, at least." So you're gonna get that 30%? They're like, "Yeah, I think I could get it." I'm like, "You think? Like, are you serious? Like, you think you can get it, or is it like the time? You know, like do we have to wait 4 months?" And a couple of them said, "I think I can get it now." So I spent a week talking to them about my experience, sending them the renders my friend sent me, talking to them about this experience before I send them to the plugs, before I do that. Because if I send them and then they waste their time, it's like I'm crying wolf. Anybody I send, they're gonna be like, "Hold on, bro."
Yeah.
You know? So when I send them, they have to be sure. And so I have to do a lot of that preemptive work and make sure that they're really about it. Because I know the numbers, I know the experience, I know what it's going to take. I did it. So I can explain that to them, walk them through it, and if I feel that they're ready for it, like they actually are ready, then I'll plug them in.
You pull up twice a week.
Yeah, probably.
But he doesn't pay.
I never pay.
Tell them the story, bro. Tell them what you say.
Which one?
Just tell them what, like you genuinely, like you. Like
I just confuse the shit out of them.
Like if they pull them over and they're like, "Yo, all right, either you give me 200 pesos or you're gonna go to jail." Like, okay, I'm gonna go to jail.
I'll go to jail. But listen, we have the car. I know I have 7 people and there's not no seatbelts. But the problem is that none of my friends know how to drive a stick shift. So why don't I follow you back? Or wait, you have a screwdriver? If you have a screwdriver, just take the license plate off, and then I'll just come pick it up in the morning. You can take me to jail, but can you drive my friends home because we can't get the car back? Or I don't have service right now on my phone. Do you have a number to the grua, the tow truck? And they're just like, "What? Bro, no. Have you been drinking?" And they're like, "Have you been drinking?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Blow in my nose. I need to smell it." I'm like, "Dude, it's COVID. I'm not doing that, officer. I don't want to get you sick if I do, but I haven't been drinking." But they're really tired. Can I just drive them home? And they're just like, "Yeah, just go."
Make it a nuisance.
Yo,
That's smart.
That's what it is.
hilarious,
Oh,
bro.
you want money? Yeah, I can pay you the money, but we gotta go to the office. Cause I don't have a debit card. I don't have a PIN number. Do you have the little square or like the little clip thing?
My
The
card.
card reader? I don't have a PIN number for my credit card, and I don't have cash. That's why I have it in my sock money.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. And so I'll usually carry like maybe 50 pesos. But I'm like, and then they look at 50 pesos, they're just like, 50 pesos, that's like $1. And I'm gonna take it from you. And I'm like, all right.
Yo, that is.
But if you make it a problem, then they're just like, all right, just get the fuck out of here. I got bit by.
Hell no.
Look,
I'm
I got
not
bit
that
by a
crazy.
spider,
This
right?
thing is
Yeah.
crazy.
I got bit by a spider in January. You don't know this story.
No.
I was driving my motorcycle back. I went to the store. It was like 2 in the morning. I had been drinking a little bit, but I just went to the store quick. And the cop was like, I made a left-hand turn in a place I wasn't supposed to. I didn't have my helmet on, and my paperwork is expired since 2011 on the bike. It's not even in my name. I have no insurance, nothing. I have a motorcycle. And so he pulls me over, and he's like, you know, give me the paperwork. He looks at it. He's like, this is expired in 2011. I'm like, yeah, I know. I need to go to the office. I'm sorry. He's like, well, I have to take your ID. I'm like, no, I have a flight tomorrow. He's like, have you been drinking? No, I haven't been drinking. I've been taking antibiotics because this was all wrapped up. It was bleeding. It was bad. And I was like, I have surgery tomorrow in New York. I have to leave at 4. I just went to the store to go get the motion sickness pills to like just make up stupid shit. And he's like, all right, well, I have to take your ID. I'm like, no, you can't take my ID. Why don't you just come with me to my house and I'll give you 2,000 pesos. I'll give it to you right now, but I need my ID to fly. And he's going through this whole thing. He's like, yeah, but you don't, the paperwork is expired since 2011. What are you doing? And I'm like, I know, I understand. Oh, you know what? Just keep my ID. I'm going back to New York. I'm just gonna get a new one. I have my passport. I don't even need it. And then he's like, damn, I just lost all my leverage.
Yeah.
Like, all right, just go. Just be careful. Don't do it again. I'm like, all right.
Bro, that's a different ass reverse psychology. I don't know how you do that, but that's hilarious.
And it's all in Spanish too.
Yeah.
Like I speak enough Spanish to
get it out.
Yeah, it might not be like I have to go to New York tomorrow. It's like I don't know. I go to New York tomorrow or something like that. Yo me voy a Nueva York en la mañana.
Sí.
Yeah, but
So-
like stuff like that.
Okay, what are 3 things that you shouldn't do in Tulum?
3 things that you shouldn't do in Tulum. Walk down a dark alley. Do not walk down a dark alley. Like, someone's gonna rob you. That's anywhere in the world. 3 things you shouldn't do in Tulum. Another one. Ooh. Don't. Oof. That's a good question. Another one would be, because I know somebody that walked down a dark alley and got robbed. That's why. I would say, don't pay the cops. Don't pay the cops. Seriously. Don't pay them. Let them say you did something wrong. Let them say that unless you're doing something wrong. If you're driving on the wrong side of the road because you're drunk and being an idiot, you should go to jail. But if they just stopped you and they're giving you a hard time and they're trying to scare you, don't pay them. Talk to them. They're not scary. They're nice people. Don't do that. That would be number 2. Because then you feed into the corruption or whatever it is. The third one would be don't rent an Airbnb anywhere else but Agua Santa Tulum and Agua Santa Valle. Because we have the best units available. You're gonna have a good time.
I'm jacking it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a good
co-signing that right there.
Yeah.
Any bonus tips?
Bonus, all right, right outside of the Mayan Monkey hostel, it's right on Cola, there's a little tiny taco shop. I don't know the name of it, but I've been going there for like 2 years and the lady has grown her business really well. It's because the tacos are banging. Like, they're really, really good. The other thing is another bonus tip for Tulum. Stay at the Maya Monkey too. The Maya Monkey is a good spot to party, hang out and chill. And then another good spot, Casa Sofia. That's a good spot to eat. I'm Italian and I love my
Hold on,
Casa
bro.
Sofia.
Hold on. Tell them about the other spot.
I don't know the name of it.
I know the name of it. Give me a second. I put it on a recommendation list and I laminated it. I'm not kidding. I just gotta remember where I placed it. Hold on though.
No, you put it up there.
Oh yeah, it is up here. Good call.
It starts with a V. It's like.
It does start with a V.
Vicaro.
Oh, now you know. Now you said it. You remember.
No, I like it. It's good.
It's so good.
Vicunes.
It's actually called Richeria Tulum.
Richeria.
It's only a $1 bill sign on Google, okay?
Oh,
It's very cheap, affordable, but the best pasta I ever had in my life. Hey, look at it. It says it right there. The best penne alla vodka I've ever had. That's best Google review right there, bro.
Best Google review ever.
What, bro?
$1 sign. Best pasta, penne alla vodka I ever had.
Bro.
There's a lot of cool places to go, and you should go to what's the name of the public beach?
The public beach?
Yeah, chill at the public beach. It's a good spot.
I think so.
You can get good spots over there. When you go down to the Glorieta, the roundabout, make a left. Oh, bonus! If you go to the pyramids and you go to the archaeological site, get a guide. It'll blow your mind. Don't go there just to see the rocks and do that. It's like $10 extra. I took my parents there. Go there and get a guide, and he'll show you everything and tell you the reason why the Mayans fell right there, because they got diseases, like how the sun hit certain places in there, how the reef in the background. There was like a secret map that showed boats where to come, so it prevented them from attacks. That's a good one.
Wait.
Get a private guide at the archaeological site.
Bro, what about that lady? That lady that turned you on to Mexico.
Leah.
Oh,
and if you want to scuba dive, it's not in Tulum. It's in Puerto Peñasco, which is in Sonora. It's called Rocky Point Scuba Diving. That's my girl that's like my second mother. She is the one that introduced me to Mexico and the reason why I'm here.
gang.
And how important would you say it is to learn Spanish when you come to Tulum? Like, is it?
Here in Tulum, it's gonna get you out of trouble. It's gonna save you some money on negotiating, but everybody speaks English. It's a bonus if you can speak Spanish for sure.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nothing. I was just gonna say that's probably the most important part is that you're open to negotiating, because a lot of people get upset, right? They get emotional in the negotiation, and like they'll give them a price and they'll say that's too expensive, blah, blah, blah. Instead of just saying, I don't know, how about instead of 1,500, 800. See where that conversation goes.
Yeah, exactly.
It might end up in the same result. You may not do it, but it's worth just having a conversation. Yeah. It would help if you do it in Spanish.
Yeah.
So right there you have it. 3 things you shouldn't do in Tulum with 5 bonus tips.
Yeah.
Alright. And who are we here with? Let's just end it off. Who are we here with?
My name is Nick. You can follow me at DursoNJ. And my boy Herman.
Yeah, you can follow me at germanbanks on Instagram. Gang.
Facts.
Hey guys.
And a bonus tip?
Just appreciate everything that this beautiful space has to offer.
Tell them who you are. Signing up.
I'm Jess at jxoishi on Instagram. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that
Yeah, this is heavy.
guy. Yeah. It's like
Bricks in there too?
like a Brooklyn Green Lantern. Brooklyn Gangster Louis.
And then 4 2-bedroom.
Pretty pretty. I have a little tree just like.
Are you in it? Ooh.
Sneak.
It's legit. That's legit.
Oh, someone Tony showed me on the.
Yeah.
Well, that shit crazy.
It's beautiful, right?
Shit times a million.
That shit hard.
Yeah, it's got it.
So
There's a 4 in here. And then there's upstairs too. With the trees growing through.
Legit.
A little vibe over here too.
yo, bro, you put the fucking
Vibe over here too. Little chill vibe, little chill jacuzzi with the painting right here, like
I love this pool.
It's gonna be sick.
Favorite place. Apart from the was the only thing that's more cool.
This is all spray paint. The dude came, he literally just had scaffolding, a piece of paper, and spray paint. He didn't have anything to measure it or nothing. He did it in like the amount of hours, maybe 15 hours, but the time was maybe like 2 months because he had other projects. But he just came and he was like this, just. I was like, bro, how do you know it's in the middle? Is it in the middle? I don't know. Yeah, it was. And it's huge. So over on this wall, I want to do moss. There's a thing called moss. It's a moss wall. It's a live plant. The whole wall I want to do just complete moss.
Oh, you mean like the vines on the wall?
It'll be vines, the green, you know, like the moss that grows on the side of the stuff.
That's good.
But it's like they can make it different color green, so it's gonna be sick. I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna find somebody. There's a will, there's a way. And then upstairs, look, I got it upstairs. So this is kind of set up like Herman's, where like I'm on MTV Cribs. This one fucking died, but I had a artist hand paint that and carve it.
That's clever.
Don't mind my suitcase on the floor. Shut up.
Honey mustard sheets.
Yeah. I don't know where the light is for outside. Maybe it's over there. And I had these mirrors just installed the other day. Maybe it's over here.
So beautiful, bro.
Yo, hit those light switches. How do I turn the lights on outside? I have no idea. Ah, there's lights outside. Nah, but there's lights for up here.
Mm. Two pools.
You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Setting light. Yo, I don't know how to turn this shit on in my crib though.
This a stove?
Yeah. I got one in my crib too. I don't know how to turn it on though. How do I do it?
I have no idea, bro.
Yeah. How we got curves? We don't know how to work our stoves, bro.
I don't even know how to turn these lights on, bro.
Oh, you don't know use a stove?
This is this. Let's check it out. We'll figure it out. Nah, I don't know how to use that stove. Do you?
Yeah, because I had to.
More, brother. Hit the light, hit the light.
Oh, there you go.
Look, see that mirror?
Oh, good. I washer dryer.
This is a little vibe for the little vibe.
So when you say you can
on
rent that,
Instagram, it's called the Tulum Vibe.
This is the Tulum, oh, bro.
Yeah, I named it that.
Tulum vibe, bro.
Yeah, this is where I was on my
And I
computer
think
working
this-
earlier today when I told you I was on the computer. I was
Oh, yeah. It's the Tulum vibe for sure.
Damn.
You can just go in this room right here. This is the Tulum vibe for sure.
Damn.
Hold on.
sheesh.
Turn the light on.
Oh, this is the front.
Yeah, hit that light. Mmm.
This is a nice chair.
And there's another bed that pulls out underneath here,
Oh,
like a single bed.
Something like this, you just never want to leave.
Yo, you really got him, Nick.
they got the juice.
Hey,
Yeah,
Tulum vibe.
The
y'all.
Tulum Vibe.
This is the Tulum vibe, y'all. This next shit. This is the Tulum vibe. Make sure you understand that right now.
We gotta get a picture in front of the mural.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
This is just the downstairs room.
What am I not doing?
Like, upstairs.
Washer dryer,
Yeah,
of course.
I gotta install that tomorrow. I gotta get the hoses for it.
It's really big things popping. Y'all really
More
want to
Big Germany, chilling like.
It's really big things popping.
It can happen for you. It can happen for you.
This shit fire.
It can happen. You put in the work.
This is what happened when I left New York and drove to Argentina, met Tony, and then I have another one in Brooklyn too that I rent, not like this. It's a two-family, it's 3 apartments in the building.
I want you to rent that shit for the weekend. You need to go to Brooklyn Fashion.
When are you going?
September.
Yeah, let me know. I'll let you stay there. Just pull up. Yeah.
We be filming Fashion Week documentaries.
Yeah.
Fucking ties, man.